DeepSeek and SEO. If you're considering using AI for SEO, you're probably exploring a couple of different tools. And this is why DeepSeek matters for SEO. The disclaimer here is using AI for SEO is not for beginners, and even John Mueller and other SEOs at Google are going to say doing too much SEO can actually hurt your results. And we'll go into a couple of those points and how you can really hurt your SEO going forward. So what is DeepSeek? It is an AI language model that was developed in late 2023 on top of Facebook's Llama, and it's open source, and it came from a Chinese company. This has everybody up in arms that China is leading the arms race when it comes to AI development. So SEOs are looking for scalable solutions, and problem-solving AIs may help them get to conclusions quicker regarding algorithm changes, understanding trends, and technical issues on their site. But is DeepSeek a hidden gem for SEO, or are the limitations too big to ignore going forward? Let's break it down. So DeepSeek can help with coding, automation, and logic-based tasks rather than content creation. This is a big one. Open source and customizable, SEOs can modify and self-host it, and it's cost-effective because a lot of the time you're paying an API fee or you're paying a tool that's paying OpenAI, and those costs add up, especially if you want to get the $200 a month or the higher tier packages. It's less resource intensive because their language models are more efficient and they can eventually start running on more cost-effective machines that are coming out now. And it excels at coding and automation. It's ideal for schema markup, regex, and technical SEO. So if you're not following me here, this is for those geeks out there. DeepSeek's limitations is it struggles with high quality content generation. It's not quite the writer as ChatGPT and Gemini. It has lower accuracy for complex queries, and sometimes it can misrepresent nuances in factual data. I have found in my experience that DeepSeek can indulge in details, and it can make stuff up too. So you have to be very critical and review the content yourself or have a human review it, because if you just copy and paste that to your site, it can hurt you. A lot of other things such as content censorship and bias. A lot of people are talking about the censorship in China are filtered. I think that's a non-starter. The potential security risk, however, is real because if you're using code and you're pasting in sensitive details, those are going into servers in China. And if you're using the free tier, those models are training on your data and on your queries to generate better responses in the future. So you better believe they have filters and checks to find some of this data. Do you trust them at the end of the day? Now, some of the solutions down the line is you can self-host DeepSeek on a computer, and it's becoming cost effective. We're talking about a few $1,000s, but it's still immaterial to what it would cost to actually hire one of these language models, these Geminis and these OpenAIs for a nominal $20 to $40 a month fee. It has a smaller ecosystem. However, they do have a lot of third-party integrations. If you look at the Hugging Face App Store, there's over 400,000 different AI apps. And if this is new to you, it is quite impressive. Now, the ecosystem is growing, and we're looking at SEOs that are focusing mostly on content creation. That's been the strategy for the last 10 years. And DeepSeek can provide the technical side of things, but it's going to fall short for the content. So you might have a content tool, and you might have an AI that specializes on the technical SEO. If it's not a good writer, how is it at coding? Well, it's suited for better SEO tasks. It's suited for larger technical audits, and it can be integrated into your SEO workflow. It can help detect issues, fix technical SEO issues, automate schema and markups and redirects, and analyze large data sets and keyword patterns. So you can upload a big file of data and it can find those trends. And these are incremental changes because this is where marketing is going in 2025. It's incremental decision making, it's incremental results, and you're using that to mold your strategy because it's getting harder to measure, especially if AI is going to generate more traffic and results for businesses. It is an advanced SEO and developer, and those that are comfortable working with these sort of tools will find it rather refreshing. Agencies and enterprises are going to look at bulk SEO optimizations, especially if they can install it on a computer on their premise. This is going to be a huge time saver. Technical savvy savvy SEO professionals are really going to have to pay close attention because they may be shifting between AIs, and it can be exhausting shifting your workflows between technologies. You really need to commit to one to make sense. Beginners should avoid DeepSeek because it's not just a plug and play SEO tool. You can actually damage your SEO. As I mentioned, John Mueller recommended not doing any SEO on your website because you can actually hurt yourself in the long run. And by hurt yourself is a smarter AI that comes out in the future can find the fingerprints of a previous dumber AI and essentially go, aha, that's AI content, it's lazy, it's not authentic, and basically rank you lower. So that's a big pitfall that we've seen with a lot of sites that have ranked high with AI content, and again, they deflate like a balloon. So don't chase after those vanity metrics and don't think you're the smartest person in the room because the AIs, they're much smarter than us. Now, some of the practical things is all of these AIs are really good at coding. They can generate functional code for SEO tasks such as JSON schema, regex, Python, htaccess files. And when you move beyond the prompts, DeepSeek automation power is where it shines as a scalable tool. So this is a system-based SEO where you're thinking about doing page optimizations and content optimizations, and you actually feed it the keywords, you feed it the source reference data, and it's going to start executing. So some examples of AI-powered automation of DeepSeek is looking at log file analysis. This is basically everything that's coming to your website. You can look at those technical files and you can see if there's any pitfalls or pattern recognition to determine if your site's not being indexed or if your files are not loading. And this is going to help automate some of the schema cleanup. You really have to have clean schema if you want your structured data to appear in search, such as those star reviews on the search result pages. And your schema data is also a key to come up in AI search engines. Internal linking, and learn from your competitors by analyzing their site with a crawl and looking at your site, and you can actually start comparing and deducing some trends that you can apply for yourself. Now, why this matters for the future of SEO is traditional SEO tasks are becoming inefficient, and search engines are shifting towards AI search and response engines, and DeepSeek presents a new way to scale technical SEO deeply and affordably. It's going to make SEOs more competitive in the search space, but it can also eliminate some of those repetitive tasks. SEO is evolving, and the future lies in automation and AI-powered analysis. So the final verdict is, should SEOs care about DeepSeek? Absolutely. You can work with technical SEO and automation and build better audits. It's open source and a cost-effective AI model, so we're going to see tools built on top of it. And it's a strong assistant for coding and large-scale optimizations. And no, if you're looking for content generation and keyword research, you still have to go to your old chest of tools. You don't have technical expertise or coding knowledge. And some of the closing thoughts here is the future of DeepSeek in SEO isn't for everybody, but open source gives it the flexibility, and it's a powerful tool for technical SEOs. If SEOs are looking to build a community, it's a great place to introduce it in the Hugging Face App Store. And if you're training your AI specifically on a particular client's website, you're going to already have an AI that's preloaded with all this information, and it can learn on top of that. And that's also incremental too, because you can train your AI on clients. It can predict better ranking changes, detect algorithm shifts, and provide highly accurate search results. The potential is massive, but only for those ready to invest in its development. Should you care about DeepSeek if you're looking for the next evolution in technical SEO? Absolutely. Tell me in the comments below what you think of DeepSeek and if this is really helping you out.